Let's see. What do we want to salvage today? There's a very hard, heavy cargo gecko. Sounds like it could be fun. I'm gonna see if I can get every single bit of it as close as possible. Salvaged up. For anybody who didn't see my video, this is the new barge that they put in. It's a much larger space, and things that go down here can't come back up, but they don't snap into place anymore, and this is cleared between shifts. It's very useful. Makes it a lot easier. You can salvage as much as you like.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Material deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Airlock pressure levels dropping. Airlock pressure levels dropping. Airlock pressure levels increasing. Airlock pressure levels dropping. Airlock pressure levels increasing. Airlock pressure levels dropping. Air pressure level decreasing. Air pressure level decreasing.
Pretty clear. Alright, let's start taking this thing apart. Everything is vented. I didn't notice that that was titanium there, but that's alright. first I'm just basically cutting everything up. All of these structural points need to be cut.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
What do you mean the new airlocks? Oh, I guess you haven't played in a little while? These are sorta new. They come apart a lot easier. I mean, these have been around for a couple months now. They're a lot easier to take apart than the old ones. Yeah, this one? Yeah. The newest thing in the last patch was the barge. And that I love. It empties between shifts and it's much, much deeper. And now things don't pop into a specific point, they just go in there and then they're counted. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I've been playing Dice and Sphere program lately. Haven't had much time for this, that's why I wanted to get back into it. There's also a couple of new music tracks you'll hear. Hey Failing Adam, how's it going, man? We're cutting apart spaceships. It's a very satisfying game. You're cutting things apart and sorting them into bins. Wrestling, huh? That's pretty cool.
Object processed. Credits awarded.
Who's your favorite wrestler? You heard they were doing a little research. Are we talking about Dyson Sphere or this game that you're wary of playing? Oh, yes, so with 0.4.0 we're getting the first chapter of the story, and that will come with a progress reset. So you are correct. But, I mean, the way they release patches, that might be months from now. Who knows?
Got about 5 minutes left in this shift, Cutter. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Weaver out.
Aleister Black? Okay. I don't know a lot about wrestling. But until it comes on, I'll be happy to entertain you by cutting ships up.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I mean, they probably don't have an ETA right now. This was just released a few days ago. I don't know how close they are to the storyline stuff and the next patch. I feel like it'd be unrealistic to expect it in the next month if they just release this one, but it's hard to say, really. They've been kind of irregular. I still have fun with this game, though.
Credits transferred.
The barge was my biggest issue with this game, and they fixed it with this patch, so I'm very happy.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Oh yeah, I'll do a Javelin class next. They're a lot of fun. I actually just released the first of a video of me salvaging a Javelin onto my YouTube. I cut it up by shift, so the rest of them will be out in a few days.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
They do. They have a cutoff. But it depends on which one you're talking about. But we'll do one in a minute. I can take a look. So the larger javelins with the fuel manifold that goes out to the 8 nacelles, they have a fuel cutoff on the manifold next to the tank, where those 4 lines come out. The ones with a single thruster in the back, they have a safety cutoff at the back. And since there's only one safety cutoff switch, it never fails. It doesn't explode or anything. There are safe ways to salvage them, though. Careful now. Don't want to break that open. Talk about the manifold. Yeah, it's actually on the fuel manifold. There's a little shut-off switch that drains all of the lines. Tell you what, after this guy, I'll find one and I'll show you. Actually, I'm not too worried about this. Let me go find one real quick.
Credits deposited.
Like you said, there's a progression reset, so I'm not too worried about
1 minute left,
making
Cutter.
money or anything.
Time to start wrapping things up.
I'm just here to have fun. Let me find one of those guys. Like the heavy cargo javelins usually have them. No. Refueling. Heavy cargo javelin right here. We'll grab this guy and see. So yeah, this has got the manifold. So see right here, there's a switch. Fuel shut off. And now it's safe to cut these lines. And then in the rear, to disengage the thruster, there's a little shut-off switch on the thruster itself.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
I need to go in here to vent it anyway.
Airlock pressure levels increasing.
Wait, is this back out?
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
Yeah.
Airlock pressure levels increasing.
I need to go up. So for the thruster, the way these switches work, in the geckos, there are 3 of these emergency override switches, and you have to hit them quickly enough, or else they'll start spewing fire and death everywhere. Since there's only 1 of them on this ship, you can hit it, and there's no chance of it. Wow, that was loud. Sorry, let me turn that down. I apologize. There's no chance of it exploding or anything because there's only 1 of them. Wow, that was loud. If anybody was wearing headphones, I'm really sorry. I usually don't do this in atmosphere, so I forgot how loud that was.
Air pressure level decreasing. Airlock pressure levels dropping. Airlock pressure levels dropping.
Just trying to vent everything.
Airlock pressure levels
These
increasing.
side cockpits always have air in them.
Airlock pressure levels dropping. Air pressure level decreasing.
But then to take the fuel tank out, you can just use your grappler on the small tank behind it, and now it's free. Come on. Well, it's stuck in there because of all the lines, but these things are no longer connected to them. So if I cut this very carefully, like so, there we go. See, it's still stuck in there because of the aluminum, but yeah. Recommended order of the Javelin. I vent the front and back, and then I usually go from the front to the back and slowly just take it apart. That's if I'm trying to salvage everything. Sometimes I just go for what's on the order. Sometimes I try to salvage everything. I'll go for everything this time. We'll see what happens. Like sometimes I just take my time and sort the entire ship out. Nope.
Airlock pressure levels dropping. Air pressure level decreasing. Air pressure level decreasing.
That looks painful. Look at my hand. Crack. The hell of a stretch. But I usually just go front to back, just slowly disassembling things. The front's really easy to take apart, generally speaking.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Just always vent everything first, because as soon as you pull the power, you can't vent anything anymore. Not safely. If you disconnect the power generator, then none of the controls work.
Pressure levels increasing. Air pressure level decreasing. Pressure level decreasing.
So
Salvage deposit
once you've
accepted.
vented everything, I
Credits
usually go
transferred.
across and grab all the external modules.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Get in there.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
These cargo containers are actually worth a fair bit, so I always try to grab these if I care about the money. If I don't, then whatever. Get in there.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
So when you attach a tether to something that can be loosened with the grappler, the tether does the same thing. Like if I grab this and hold it with the grappler, it loosens it. If you do that with the tether, it also does the exact same thing. See? Takes the exact same amount of time and everything. The tether is basically the same thing as the grappler, just unattended.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
You can tell I've done this a few times, huh?
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
I was actually compiling things for like a tips video. That's probably something I'll add in.
Salvage secured.
No, they're not hard mounts. You can remove the mounting points for these, but the mounts go to the processor, so it's kind of pointless. Cutting these, I mean, you can do that too if you want to, but you can always just unbolt them or whatever. Also, the armor plates on this, I always cut going backwards because it's really easy to cut through the hull and do something bad if you're aiming. Sorry, I always aim forward along the ship because there are some sections of these javelins that are made of titanium, and they don't really look different, but you can cut right through them by accident. So I usually just try to aim forward. The forward section is almost always nanocarbon. You can accidentally cause a breach because, let's see if this section has any. Yeah, so the compartment around this airlock has air in it.
Deposit accepted.
It's like leaked out of the airlocks, and there's no way to safely vent these. See how the dots are green on my scanner for the compartment? There's no way to get that air out safely. And if you breach this section here somehow, then that'll just explode the side of the ship. I have a way to do it later on, and I'll show you. Probably not the only method, but it's my preferred. I'm just going backwards along the ship, removing all of the external stuff. Armor plating.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
This one I'm going to take a little care because I don't want to cut through that cockpit. Did I already get the bottom? No, not yet. This is one of the new music tracks. I'm not 100% in love with the new music.
Knock out that work order before they turn the lights out on you. We were out.
I always separate the ship here. It makes this all easier to work with later on. Because this cuts it into 3 pieces essentially, once I get rid of this airlock. Which I will do, but not yet. So now I'm going to cut the modules, or the nacelles out.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Now you do not have to break this. I'd like to, just to separate it from the rest of the ship.
Credits deposited.
But you can absolutely salvage the ship without using demo charges. It's one of the complaints I saw on the forum, that's why I said that. Somebody was complaining that you can't salvage the new ships without demo charges. You totally can. Let's move you back in. I don't want to explode you. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm putting my demo charges on opposite sides so that when they are sequenced and they detonate, it doesn't throw the ship around too much. I still think they need to lower the physics kick on these by a significant amount. But doing it that way kind of counterbalances the pieces. I'm just going to move it away from the rest of the ship. If I can. Oh, I haven't separated it here yet. Only got a minute left. I think I can get this done.
Cutter, we're getting down to the wire. Let's put a bow on this ship.
Stuck. Now I just need to cut these, and we'll have 3 separate sections to deal with. There. Alright, that's everything I'll do this shift. Now, getting the manifold out of there is kind of tricky sometimes, but I'm going to go ahead and start pulling the front apart first. I can't quite move that. Just want to get that out of the way. Let's move the entire thing. Alright. Come on, let me in. Can I slide this out of there? It's all just kind of a jumble right now. Get out of there. Loosen it up. There we go. Come on, airlock. See, the barge cleared itself over the last shift, which is excellent. Alright, let's get this guy cut up. Whoops. Knocked into one of the computers. It happens. There's some chaos going on up there, it's alright. Get back in there.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
One of the containers was just sitting there. It's interesting. One of the 1 kilogram posters on the wall. Never understood why they're so heavy.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Heavy with symbolism. Yes, indeed.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
I'm gonna break this ring open to make it a little easier to get out from around the habitation area. For nanocarbon, that doesn't lower the value or anything, so it just makes it easier to salvage. No, the last update did not. The next update is going to reset. So when they put out 0.4.0, it's going to include the first chapter of the story, and it is going to reset progress because they're going to rework a lot of the achievements and certification systems and things like that. So not yet, but soon. How soon? No one knows. So I wouldn't just avoid playing because of that. It is still a fun game. and there's no telling when that's going to happen. Right now we're trying to just salvage everything we can out of this javelin. As a challenge. Don't really need to. Ah, I gotcha. CPU malfunctions. That's not fun. You got a replacement coming? One of the things the last patch did do is add this wonderful new barge. I almost said barn. Barge. So look how deep this thing is, and the stuff in it doesn't snap to specific points. It just kind of hangs out in here. So there's plenty of space now. And this empties itself out after every shift. So no more worries about filling up the barge. I'm not even sure you could. That thing can fit an entire ship almost. It's really nice. Yeah, I did a quick video looking at it and a couple of the other changes. They also added some new music, and they added a couple new background events that you can see, like the railgate firing and stuff like that, which are pretty neat. I'm gonna have to repair my cutter when we go back in. That's 400 Canadian. What, to repair the cutter? Indeed. Oh, to fix the computer. I see. Yeah, that's rough. Sorry to hear that. Whee! Alright, you go in there.
Credits transferred.
Made a big old mess, look at that. Yeah, you don't want to do a temporary fix.
Credits deposited.
Better to fix it once and for all, I guess. But that is rough. Well, until then, you can get your fix here, I guess. You have a temp now? Oh, okay, gotcha. Just doesn't, not quite enough to run this, or?
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Deposit not accepted.
Okay.
Salvage secured. Credit
Gotcha. I think we're almost clear on this. There's a terminal in there. Like I said, I'm doing this as a personal challenge. I don't normally try to salvage every little thing. This is just fun. Normally I just go for whatever's on the work order. Let's just tether it over there for now, and then I'll send it over to the furnace. Extra cash, yeah, but like you said, they're gonna reset progression soon, so who cares? Also, right now, the cash doesn't do anything. Like, it doesn't matter. You don't use it for anything, you don't buy anything with it, really. Because when you buy something at the store, it just increases your debt, so you effectively have infinite cash. Nothing really happens when you clear it. And I assume that'll change when the story comes out, but right now it doesn't really matter. Like, there's no penalty for going over your debt. So, extra cash doesn't mean much right now. All that'll change, I'm sure.
Oxygen reserves are low. Reminder, asphyxiation can lead to
Yes, yes,
salvage
we
quota.
must have oxygen. It's in the safety manual. It said something about breathing.
Material deposited. Oxygen level stabilizing.
Alright, let's cut these away. Big old titanium panels.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Yeah, I'm really curious about the story. I wonder what they're gonna do with it. And they said they have a lot of different game modes in mind that are not just you sitting at this station. So, sounds like it could potentially be interesting. Yeah, they've said that you're not going to spend your entire game at this station. There are other things that will be happening. Is this loose yet? No.
Credits awarded.
What are we still attached to? Yeah.
Time is winding down, Cutter. Dig deep and let's finish strong.
Go ahead and get the fuses done this shift. Yeah, they haven't released any details on those other game modes, but they've said there's other stuff planned. See that? That's what I was talking about earlier. Well, that was not what I intended. But alright. It ran right into the fuel tank. Oh well, that's okay. We're fine. They'll just get slightly less fuel. That was my grappler that got damaged. Now, I've made a big old mess. Oops. But that's pretty normal for me. My wife is nodding. Just gonna throw this entire thing into the processor. This twisted hunk of metal and wreckage. Not all of it goes in there, but enough of it that it doesn't matter.
Deposit accepted.
Clean this up a little bit. Come here, you. Let's take this ring off of these.
Deposit not accepted. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Just cleaning up some of this junk.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Most of it was titanium, which is still accepted in the processor even after it's cut up. Some of it's for the furnace, but that means it's not worth much, so I don't mind losing it. Nope, that's for the furnace.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Now all of this looks like aluminum.
Material deposited. Deposit accepted.
So many little pieces. We've almost got it cleared up though. Okay.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
It didn't cut all the way through. That's annoying. I think that cut through. I'm trying to break this ring into two. There we go.
Please avoid damaging valuables.
So it says salvage destroyed, but you can see the pieces of nanocarbon are still nanocarbon and still go to the processor. So I just ignore her. I don't think it's supposed to say that for nanocarbon. Just an easy way to get it off of the habitation area right there.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited. Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Ah well, that can go in there too. It's mostly titanium with an aluminum panel in the middle.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
But I've already gotten my salvage metals, so it doesn't matter. Normally I'd cut it off like this.
Deposit not accepted. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
I really need you to move out of there. Stuck on something? It is. Stuck on the side there.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Alright, Cutter, you got 5 minutes left of this shift before they turn the lights out on you. It's bad. We've wrapped.
Oh, that was unexpected. How exciting. What has got this panel stuck on here? Huh. Not sure why the panel won't come loose. Trying to make a doorway in so I can get things out easily. That one came loose just fine.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Is this all junk now? Yeah. I broke some of the computers.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Welcome to Vintage 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Let go, desk. Moving the whole ship. Where are you going? There we go.
Material deposited. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Just some storage boxes in here.
All right, Cutter.
We'll get those
Wrap it up.
as well.
You got about a minute left.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Get these panels. Oh, that finally came loose. It was these aluminum panels keeping it on. Okay.
Object not accepted. Please revisit your training.
Yeah. The door is worth more than the aluminum, so if it has doors in it, I usually process the doors instead. There's no way to get them out. So you lose one or the other. Not strictly true. I guess you could cut the aluminum open, but you run the risk of damaging the doors anyway, so it's likely not worth it. You want to keep your thrusters in pretty good shape. Thrusters on low durability can cause a lot of issues. They'll suddenly accelerate you or change your direction. Hey Bias, how's it going, man? Thanks for the follow. How you doing tonight?
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Doing kind of a personal challenge, just salvaging as much as I can from this javelin. Don't strictly need to. No real reason to do so.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Sure, I can do that for you. That work? What's going on with my bot? Hold on. Let me try that again. Bot's asleep at the wheel. Give me just a second. I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Just cutting some ships up. Now I'm waking my bot up. Try that again. Did that work? That didn't work. I spelled it wrong. Okay, well. I didn't get their last game, but I did the shout out. Your Twitch glitched. Oh, alright. Anyway. Lost a little time there. No big deal. Got a couple more things in here I need to salvage out. Oh, he just started, okay. Well, everybody go give him a follow, say hi to him next time he's on. Didn't look like he was streaming right now, but check it out.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
What does he normally stream? I know you said he just started, but what's he planning to stream, I guess? I was wondering where the data drive was. Alright, let's start on the rear of the ship now. We've got the front pretty well cut up and sorted. Get these titanium panels off of here. I may have to go in and cut off the binding connections, binding points. See. Nope, it came apart.
Processing valuable object. Credits.
Whoa. It came really close to my head. Why didn't this one come loose? Ah, I see.
Deposit accepted.
It's not gonna work yet. I'm gonna have to get this loose first. Look, the slob left all his snacks under here. Whoever piloted this vessel, he hid a whole bunch of snacks under the floor. Pretty funny.
Valuable object processing. Credits awarded. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I was thinking about it. Those posters must be like made of aluminum or something, because they're a kilogram each. Maybe they're just like really thick, durable posters.
Salvage secured.
Not really posters at all, just pieces of metal with an image painted on them. There's an airlock. So this counts as an airlock right here. See, this section is an airlock. So you have the aero bridge here, airlock controls, airlock, and then inner airlock controls there, right there.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
On the other side, you mean no door between this and the tunnel? Yeah, I guess there is actually, I think. No, I guess not. Yeah, it's a little strange.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Never thought about that part. Yeah. I guess the tunnel is considered part of the cockpit, so
Salvage secured.
seems a little vulnerable though.
Applied.
Yeah, exactly. The weird thing about the aero bridge is there's no way to salvage it. Like there's no easy way to get it out, and it does show up on work orders sometimes. Actually, I have one. See? So there's no easy way to salvage it. I'm gonna have to break the nanocarbon around it to get it out of there. There's no way to detach it. You can cut it, but that breaks the aero bridge and then it doesn't count as salvaged. What I normally do is just throw a charge here and here, and we'll lose a little bit of the nanocarbon. Hopefully that doesn't break the aero bridge. We'll see. Yep, we're fine. No, whoa, 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 whoa. Come back here. Don't you burn up.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
You don't go in the furnace. You go in the barge. Furnace can't have it. No. Ah. Well, failed the work order. Because there's only one of those. Oh wait. It did go in the furnace? I'm so confused. I think it did go in the furnace. I was just assuming the barge. I don't know. Whatever.
Salvage secured. Credit.
I did salvage it in a way.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Whoa. Got going a little too fast there.
Welcome to Vendor 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
I earned a sticker. And we could just chuck this entire thing into the processor. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's deal with the reactor now.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Time is winding down, Cutter. Dig deep and let's finish strong.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Reactor meltdown detected. Urgent action required.
Alright, we'll clean this up next shift and that'll be it.
Account credit applied.
Cool. Don't be a mule, vent your fuel. For salvaging 25 thrusters. Isn't that nice? We're looking okay. Let's go clean up the rest of that ship and figure out what we want to salvage next. Where'd that one go? That was strange. It looked like it put a charge down, but there was no charge down. I don't know.
Deposit accepted.
Yeah, I'll have to go look at the aero bridge again next time it shows up. Maybe it was supposed to go to the furnace the whole time. In which case, I don't know. They're really concerned about you burning it up, I guess. Seems odd.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
This is a weird little bug, and I'm sure they know about it by now. So, for whatever reason, the aluminum connecting beams around the panel behind the ECU are doubled. So watch, I'll cut this one, and you'll see a ghost of it fly away, but there's another beam under it. Just a strange little bug right now. You have to double cut them. And the reason I'm cutting away the aluminum panel behind the ECU is because it's actually a special panel and it goes to the processor, not the furnace. Unlike most aluminum. So if I look at it, you see how it has these these holes in the side of it? It's like a coolant manifold. Even though it just says panel aluminum, it goes to the processor.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Okay, we're nearly there. I just gotta stuff this thing in here now. I think that's pretty much everything.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Any specific ship you guys want to see? If not, I'll just pick one at random. Maybe a ghost ship. They're not like super spooky or anything, but
Valuable object processed. Credits
they're kind of neat. But that was a javelin. Just letting those finish over there.
Processing valuable object.
Yep,
Credits
we're all done. Hey Spaz, have you played any more Noita? I've been thinking about playing some of it. Just haven't had a lot of time lately. We could do a refueling javelin, those are fun. What, you didn't like me voting for all the very helpful options while you were streaming? I think the people you see beat it easily have privately tried and tried and tried and tried. It's not an easy game. I've only beat it a couple times myself, and I've played it quite a lot. It's also one of those weird games that easier to beat the less progression you've done. And by that I mean like the less orbs you've gotten and stuff like that. Because the boss scales to that stuff. Every orb you get, it multiplies the boss's hit points. Oop, I missed one. The other thing about Noita is that getting to the end boss and beating him and then taking the salt is the least interesting ending. Strangely enough. It is a ending, but it is not a very good ending.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Alright, let's go and vent all of the systems here.
Airlock pressure levels dropping. Airlock pressure
I cracked the ion ring just to get it out of the way, because it's so close.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credit
levels dropping. Air pressure level decreasing. Air pressure level decreasing. Air pressure level decreasing. Airlock pressure levels increasing.
Like one YouTuber I watch that plays Noita a lot is Fury Forged, I think is his name. He makes it look easy, but it's certainly not. I've seen him play where everything's gone wrong and he's just having a terrible time.
Levels dropping.
Yeah, I've watched him too. I hate how far up this ship is. These refueling javelins are massive. Like, it takes up the entire bay. Look at this thing. It's very difficult to get pieces into the processor and such.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Airlock pressure levels dropping. Airlock pressure levels increasing. Airlock pressure levels dropping.
Interesting. This is a different configuration than I usually see. I mean, it's not bad, just strange. There's a whole bunch of snack packs down here. Somebody left all their chips all over the engine room. It's kind of funny.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Guess I could send the entire thing down at once. 'Cause it's detached. It's just having trouble going.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits
There we go.
transferred. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
And unlike the old barge, this one actually counts it when you send multiple items in. I like the barge change a lot.
Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
See, look how full the barge is just from all these fuel tanks. With the old one, it'd be a pain to get anything in there. But with this one, there's a lot of space. And it'll clear out in 5 minutes.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Hey guys, I'm going to take a quick break. I have been live for a little while. Yeah, I think I can just pause this here. I just need to take care of something real quick and stretch my legs and grab a drink. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry for the short break. Had to go take care of something quick and it was time for a break anyway. Let's get the rest of this fuel untethered and salvaged.
Cutter, there's 5 minutes remaining in this shift. Get in while the getting's good. Weaver out.
Thanks, Weaver. Oh yeah, it does it sometimes. Let me fix that. Thank you. I gotta figure out why it does that. Is that better? Oh! Hello. Alright, well, I clicked back into the game and,
Fire damage.
excellent. Hey, it's 2 ships in a row that have blown up the the fuel tanks. I got most of them salvaged. It's fine. I don't really care. Did that detach these? Almost. I gotta cut these into sections anyway, so I can send them out to the processor. Yeah, thanks for letting me know though. That happened a couple times on my last stream, and I don't know what about OBS is doing that. I'll have to do some testing tomorrow. There may actually be something in my brake automation too, we'll see. I'll test it out a little bit. Off camera tomorrow.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Warning. Your oxygen reserves are dropping below statistically profitable levels.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Alright, Cutter. Wrap it up. You got about a minute left. Welcome to Vinditrone 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
So yeah, for these refueling javelins, you probably noticed I start in the middle and kind of work out,
Training.
just because there's so much in the middle that needs to be deconstructed and moved around. the way you tackle these really depends on which type of javelin it is, and sometimes specific layouts will have different different routes to take. I think we're okay. The only thing I haven't bought yet is the purchase demo charges upgrade. I am looking forward to that patch though. I mean, yes, it'll wipe out our progression, but I'm really curious what the story is going to be like and how that's all going to work.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
So let's separate this twisted hulk of a section from the main body and salvage it. Okay. And that can just go right in the processor. Probably is some aluminum on it, but I don't care.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
I'm not really going to bother with all this wreckage.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Yeah, there was a little aluminum on it. Alright, those are loose now, so I should be able to cut this out. Got the entire thing moving, which is not what I intended to do. Nope, what's still keeping this on? Not that. Ah, it was the fabric. Of course. The fabric. As we all know, fabric keeps walls together.
Material deposited.
Just trying to get the work order done on this one. We need the rear ion ring. We don't care about fabric. We do care about chairs, though.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay, we've got all the chairs we care about. Still need computers. It still counted, even though it got a little bit bruised on the way down.
Credits deposited.
Don't care about tables. Do care about atmospheric regulators. And somewhere there's a data drive, but I'll find that eventually. Mechanical, so we want the door controls. Let's knock the front of the ship off real quick. I think that's it. And I can dismount these sections so that we can get that front cage off of here. This whole thing is just nanocarbon, so that goes in the processor. And there's one on the bottom as well.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Actually knocked the mount off, that's interesting. That's way too heavy. I need this whole thing to move backwards, but I think it's still a little bit heavy to move. Let's find out. Yeah, there are certain breakpoints where even the tethers can't move it. Apparently 28,000 is above it. I mean, that's pretty heavy. Awesome.
Electrical damage. Note that excess electrical damage has been found to negatively impact long-term job satisfaction.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Oh good, you're still a computer. Into there. Wasn't damaged quite enough to be junk.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
I've got to go in there and break those apart.
Before they turn the lights out on you. We were out.
So who in chat thinks Weaver's still an actual person? So I kind of think he's like either his words are pre-recorded stuff they play to people, or I don't know. He's just not who he says he is. Too innocuous. Seems suspicious.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
Bother me about oxygen at a time like this.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Cutter, we're getting down to the wire. Let's put a bow on this shit.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I got another sticker. Still need a couple mechanical pieces. I think I just broke that one, which is not ideal.
Credits deposited.
Pretty sure I broke my cutter. Yep. I appreciate that they revamped the durability system. It takes a lot longer for things to break now, but there are pretty severe consequences if you let them get broken.
Valuable object processed.
Previously, I could go through the entire durability of a tool in a single shift, from full to 0. Now it takes multiple shifts to even get it damaged. It's a significant change, but I like it. Because if you do ignore it, it's pretty bad. Things become unreliable, your thrusters will fire on their own, or not work at all.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Did that not count? Oh, I broke it on the way down, didn't I? This debris is getting annoying. I don't think there's anything else in here that I care about. Except that.
Valuable object processed.
Random accordion music. Get out of here, junk.
Material deposited.
Alright, well that's the entire front section done. We did fail the salvage computer objective. Oh well. Another thing I would like is if we could adjust the angle of these without moving our entire body. Because like you can flip it from vertical to horizontal. The only way to do a fine tune of the angle is to rotate. Nice if we could just mouse wheel or something, I don't know. That's not exactly what I meant to do.
deposited. Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Not what I was trying to tether you to.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Oh, I haven't disconnected this yet. Whoops.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
A little tight back here. Makes me wonder how they service this place. Guess they crawl in just like I did. Come on, get out of there. There we go. Need my thruster.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Why aren't you loose? Strange. Well, I need to get the rest of this stuff out of there anyway.
Salvage secured. Credits
That
deposited.
completes this part of the work order. Not everything though, because we missed out on the computers. Oh well. I haven't cut the structural points in there. Yeah. There we go.
Got about 5 minutes left in this shift, Cutter. Don't bite off more than you can chew. We wrap.
Get back here.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Ow.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Oxygen reserves are low. Reminder, asphyxiation can miss salvage quotas.
Yeah, oxygen, I know. Can't get in there. Alright, let's go take care of the oxygen.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Welcome to Megatron 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
I suppose I need oxygen sometimes. Such a bother, though. Oh wow, those are armored cut points. There, I'll smack them with a light.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Probably not a recommended procedure right next to a fusion reactor. But it worked.
One minute left, Cutter. Time to start wrapping things up. We wrap.
I don't want it to drag the whole thing in there. See if I can get this cage
Caution.
off.
Tether supplies running low.
Yeah, I know. Got 5 left, I'm okay.
Accepted for processing.
I'm
Credits
not going to use
deposited.
5 in 18 seconds. Oh, I'll figure that out next time. Then all we gotta do is salvage the reactor, and I think we're done. Yeah, I just want to get this off of there.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Okay, what's holding this on now?
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Is it just this mount point? Something is still attaching these. Oh, is it just this walkway? I think it is. Yep. That's all it was. There. I have a fusion reactor removed from its ship. Still intact.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded. Reactor meltdown sequence triggered. Urgent action required.
And I don't really care about this frame here, but guess it can go in the processor too.
Salvage deposit accepted.
Whatever.
Credits transferred.
That ship's done.
Object not accepted. Please revisit your training.
Yeah, I know I got the reactor plates in there, but they're worth very little. They're worth like a couple $100. Don't care. Why don't we do a let's go smaller. Let's do some of the mackerels. They're fun. I like the mackerels. I don't have any more repair kits. Let's do light cargo macro or a station hopper. We'll do a light cargo. There's all kinds of new stuff that can show up inside them. It's pretty cool.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Airlock pressure levels dropping. Airlock pressure levels increasing.
Oh cool, a forklift.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
Doesn't look like a forklift, but hydroponic cabinet.
Air pressure level decreasing. Air pressure
Chaos.
level decreasing.
There we go.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
And there's the reactor.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Okay, you already loose. Good.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Mackerels are nice and easy to salvage, generally. Oh, there we go. They come apart pretty simply, but they're kind of fun to
Salvage
break up.
deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Just gotta be kinda careful when you're cutting inside there. You can accidentally cut the coolant line, or not the coolant line, but the coolant barrel, coolant tank, or the power cell, which is quite volatile.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Credits
I
deposited.
send the power cell down as quickly as possible because it arcs all over the place. Whoops. I don't even know what that hit. It just exploded in midair. I don't know why those doors were closed, but it doesn't really matter. Hey, look, free oxygen.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I do want this door, I think. Well, it's not on the salvage list, but I do want it. It's worth a little bit of money. It's cargo hatch. Again, not that money matters.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
But it's still fun to maximize value. Hydroponics cabinet, nice. Forklift.
Salvage secured.
Ooh,
Credits
forklift's
deposited.
pretty heavy. Half a ton.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage deposit accepted.
I wonder if these count for storage. No, they must not, because I only need 3 total.
Alright, Cutter, you got 5 minutes left of this shift before they turn the lights out on you. Either that or we wrap.
Secured. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Processing valuable object. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit accepted.
That will
Credit
finish the
sent.
storage requirements, and then the computers will all be in the cockpit.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
It's always kind of annoying to get everything out of here.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Work order complete.
Work order complete. Feels good.
Secured. Credits deposited.
Now, these things right here, these junction boxes, are demons incarnate, and I'll show you what I mean. Even though the power is off in here, look at them arc. They just try to destroy every damn thing around them. That's why I usually wait for them for last.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
See, everything's still electrified too. If I go in there right now, I'll take damage. They're just the worst.
Salvage deposit accepted.
If you don't know that and then you try to salvage them first, it can cause damage to things that you need. It can cause all kinds of trouble.
Time is winding down, Cutter. Dig deep and let's finish strong.
Can we get this in there within a minute? If we can, we're done. I think we can.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Okay, that's it. Maybe I'll grab a ghost ship next. They're sort of interesting. I feel there's more they could have done with them. I forgot to grab any repair kits. Station hopper, gecko, ghost ship, very hard. Could be fun. Why not? First thing I'm going to do though is buy a whole bunch of repair kits. Okay, spooky ship, here we go. Take the sensor tower off.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Saw some of the nodes on the power supply. Looks like there's no more external modules. Just that one sensor tower thing. And just the one airlock too.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
Oh, cool. Alright. Let's get this thing vented, get the atmosphere all gone. Don't like working in atmosphere. Hey, there's a helmet. I've already gotten all the story things, but
Air pressure level decreasing.
sometimes gathering helmets up is a work order.
Level decreasing.
Empty room. That's not the one I was trying to activate.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Just venting each area, making sure there's nothing untoward in there. Like little AI nodes.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Like those right there. Little AI nodes. We'll just burn those up. Alright, let's cut this ship open. Get a nice escape hatch just in case. The AI like to cut off your escape sometimes. There's not a lot the AI nodes can do to me while I'm in the inner hull, though. Or the outer hull, I guess. I don't know what you call this. Between the hulls. Not much they can do. I just realized I said I was going to buy some repair kits and I never did. I'll probably forget for 3 more shifts. As you can see here, you don't always need to cut up every section. I'm actually sending 2 hull sections and a keel all together into the processor. No reason to cut them apart sometimes. So this section's actually disjointed from the rest of the ship, except the sometimes the computers and the cockpit keep it together. So I'm going to go and remove that real quick. It's a little strange if you think about it. They're structural computers. Yeah, the AI did close the airlock behind me. Sometimes they'll try to repressurize the ship and all kinds of stuff to mess with you. Close the door in your face. No telling which one it is. Probably the middle one. Could be these top ones. Gonna end up with a lot of junk floating around. But I think that's freed it up, so let's go ahead and remove it. Stop closing the door on me. Yeah. Now I can send this that way. Huh. I thought it was disconnected. It says it is. Strange. Well, I'll deal with that in a minute. Looks like it's caught on something. Because it's certainly disconnected from the ship. This could be a bug. Well, we'll let it sit there for a minute.
Cutter, there's 5 minutes remaining in this shift. Get in while the getting's good. We wrap.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded.
Take the keels out. Send those over as well. What's the holdup over here? Get on in there. So this is already disconnected too. Could just do that. In theory. What's the hold up? Ah, I see. That was catching on something. It's fine. Completely normal. Everything's fine. Happens all the time. I'm a professional. I know what's going on. I wish they would stop closing the door.
Your lung pressure levels dropping. Oxygen reserves are low. Note that excess carbon dioxide can cause damage to Link's equipment.
Gotta get some oxygen.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credit sent.
Did you guys know you can actually break the
Air
jacks?
pressure level
I did it by accident once. Not the master jack, but you can break the smaller ones.
Welcome to Vintage 9000.
Oxygen level stabilizing.
My thrusters are misfiring. They're sticking me to the wall. Guess I need to repair them.
One minute left, Cutter. Time to start wrapping things up. We wrap.
Processing valuable objects. Credit awarded.
Is that a cut guard? Yeah, it is. Not too bad. Ah, forgot the repair kits again. Someone remind me. I'll forget again. I'm gonna do it right now.
Welcome to Vintage 9000. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for your purchase.
There. That should be plenty.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Air pressure level increasing.
Whoops. Apparently they repressurized the section. Damn drones. Or damn AI. That's okay. Nothing bad happened. They don't have power anymore, so they can't do that again.
Air pressure level decreased.
Secured. Credits deposited.
Man, this thing's stuck in there. There we go. I'm not sure what just happened, but I'm not gonna look. If I don't look at it, then nothing bad happened, right? I think that's how it works. I'm pretty sure they tried to repressurize a section that had a big hole in it or something. Which I thought they couldn't do because I had deprived them of power, but apparently I underestimated them. Oh, I got another carbonate sticker. That's nice. There's another cut guard right there too. I really don't understand what's going on with the front section there and why it's wiggling so much. But, whatever. Something else is trying to pressurize, but it cannot. I think the AI are just triggering all kinds of systems randomly in self-defense. I think I'm going to use this light to break that cut guard. There we go. Got most of the keel out of the way. Just a few more things back here we need to remove. Then we can get to the fun stuff, like the reactor. How did the nanocarbon panel get down here? Whoops. Well, now it's going into orbit. Come back here.
Air pressure level increasing. Air pressure level decreasing.
These thrusters often have nodes on them too, so I'm gonna inspect these before I send them down. You can't salvage anything that has a node on it. And there's still 6 nodes left. These things are remarkably heavy. Okay. Any nodes on this one? Looks clean. This one looks alright too. The rest of the nodes may be on the reactor too. They hide all over the place. The reactor's especially annoying because you don't notice them and you send it down expecting it to be salvaged. And you have to chase it down there and take all the nodes off of it. Ugh, not getting you out that way, am I? It's alright. So is this back section all one piece? I think it is. No idea what that noise was. Don't care.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Maybe it's not all one piece? I don't see any more cut points though. Oh, there's a node. On the fuel tank. Well, that's one way to get rid of the node. At least it didn't blow up the reactor. Now I can't see if there are any in there because it's shielded. We'll have to pull that shielding off in a minute. I also need to figure out what's going on with the cockpit.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Welcome to Metatron Site Delta.
Oxygen level stabilizing.
Why don't we go ahead and figure that out right now? Come on. Something's sticking that to the wall. Oh, that section came loose. Not helpful.
Material deposited.
What are you stuck by? Ah, the storage nodes over here. I see.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Is it possible there's a storage node up here sticking this to it? I think we've detached everything that might be keeping this held on.
Got it. We're getting down to the wire. Let's put a bow on this ship.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Just gonna detach everything. It's just a corridor of debris. It's still stuck. Well, I know one way to get it unstuck. There we go. When in doubt, C4.
Valuable object processing. Credits
Now I can process all of this nanocarbon just fine. Nothing actually changed, but I was able to get it unstuck. And it may have destroyed a couple of computers in the process. Whoops. Hopefully we still have enough. I think we do, because I think if we didn't have enough it would fail the objective, so. That's scrap. There you go. Oh, a handle. Yes, let me throw that in the barge. That's worth my time. A freaking handle. Apparently they repressurized the section again. Those rascally nodes. And since they've done it after I've turned the power off, I can't really vent the pressure anymore. Finish the storage, that's good. Looks like this is repressurized. They can't repressurize them anymore if I cut the doors off. Of course it does break some of the stuff when it does that, but that's alright. Just cut a nice hole in the floor. So we can get the seats and such out. Huh. Alright, let's take this out. That goes to the furnace. Those nodes are having a great time, just blasting pressure everywhere. So many computers. I need 30 of these total. Well, I did pick a hard ship. Everything's fine. The nodes are just having a good time. Fortunately, these are also counting as electrical devices, so we're actually getting two goals done at once. Some of these computers can just arc and destroy things for no apparent reason. So I'm staying well away from them.
We got about 5 minutes left in this shift, Cutter. Don't bite off more than you can chew. We wrap.
Getting close to our computers that we need. Or, yeah, 22 out of 30. Not too bad. We need to get all the door controls for mechanical parts. Get out of there. Now, normally with the old barge, the barge would be almost full, but you can see, even with all that crap in it, there's tons of room. Loving these changes. Whoa. Well, the nodes made me fail a task. I guess I don't need computers anymore. Still need electrical components though. How about we just get the reactor and get out of here? Sounds like a plan. I'm about ready to wrap up anyway.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
I'll probably wait till next shift. I'll prep it this shift, extract the reactor next shift, wrap up, and stop for tonight.
Welcome to Venadron 9000. Cabin.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
I'll go ahead and do it now, actually.
Reactor meltdown triggered. Action urgently required.
Air pressure
I don't
levels.
see any nodes on it, so that's good. Reactor is done. Yeah, let's just have some fun with the rest of this, since I'm wrapping up. Couple of C4 charges.
All right, Cutter. Wrap it up. You got about a minute left.
There she goes. Oh. Can't get me. Alright, that was fun. Gonna go ahead and wrap it up there. That was a what, 3 hours or so of Shipbreaker. I do need to go take care of a couple of things before I go to bed, so I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight. Thank everybody for coming out. Thank you, and appreciate everybody who followed, participated in chat, everything. Really helps me out. So I'll see you guys next time. I'm probably going to be live again Wednesday, so I'll see some of you then. Have a good night.